All right, we're underway here at Thorne Stadium. Thank you for joining us here with Vype Media, where tonight's ladies matchup, varsity soccer between the MacArthur Generals and the Aldine Mustangs. MacArthur comes in with a 5-6 record, while Aldine sits at 6-1-7 on the year. As that ball got all the way to the goalkeeper for MacArthur, and that's going to be Carolina Gonzalez here tonight. And the goalkeeper on the other side, Leon. So, matchup between Gonzalez and Leon. We'll see which keeper comes up with the most saves and potentially the victory for their respected squads. And that ball towards the net. MacArthur pushing early for a potential early lead. Ball sent all the way to the other way. Fast pace so far. Aldine trying to steal one the other way. Not going to happen that time. That's a good idea, but not enough players in on the other side of the field. We've got a collision as both teammates collide. The goalkeeper colliding with her teammate Rodriguez, or excuse me, her teammate Vega. So Vega and Gonzalez collide and nearly potentially give up a goal there. Luckily for them, that ball rolls out. And, of course, we had the throw-in. Aldine attacking early. Both teams have had a slither of opportunity, not able to make anything happen so far, but both teams had a minor opportunity there and nothing going. We're about 3 minutes into the match. Still scoreless, and a great ball in and saved by Gonzalez. A nice job there. She had to scoop that one up, or we were headed for trouble. Gonzalez will boot this one away. Nice kick right around midfield. As MacArthur is just looking to gain some sort of control. That ball is going to be scooped towards past the goalkeeper, and an early goal for Aldine. She puts it through the back of the net. As that goal is going to be scored by Karina Lemus, and Karina Lemus with the first goal on either side. And we've got a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. Less than 5 minutes into the match. And 1-0 Mustangs. They put the early on, but MacArthur putting the heat back on. Oh, and she sails it high. She had a golden ticket in her back pocket, as that was Pena, the captain for MacArthur, had one that she could have sank through the back of the net for a quick, and I mean less than a minute quick, equalizer, and she sailed it through the uprights, but that is not going to be worth 3 points here in this one. As back the other way, MacArthur putting the pressure right back on, and that is not going to be successful there. So 1-0. Thank you for tuning in. 1-0, a quick goal for Aldine. Just slipped one past the defense, and then they had a 2-on-1 with the goalkeeper and able to hit through the back of the net. A beautiful ball from the midfield. They just saw a small opportunity, a window, and they were able to beat them down the field. Here's MacArthur. No, not that time. Trying to put it through the leg of the striker, and that could have been a goal for Andreas, but she is unable to catch up with that one in time. Well, here they come. MacArthur still attacking, just getting that ball down the field, really trying to put pressure back on Aldine after it was the early goal less than 5 minutes in. So MacArthur really attempting to get on the scoreboard after going down 1-0 quick. I mean, nobody can plan for that, as obviously goals can happen at any time. But to go down 1-0 that early on, you're really pressuring yourselves. So just to tie it back up and then to potentially get a second goal is already tough enough. But still a lot of time, 34-minute mark of the first half. As they're just throwing the ball in and out and advancing some field position. Amelia with the throw in, and it's going to go right back. Aldine with another one down the field. Can they beat it all the way? And they're successful so far, but it is a 3-on-1. She tries to go for it, and it is blocked. They'll send it down towards the goal. That was Karina Lemus trying for her second. She did not have nearly enough on that. A little too far for them going the senior striker, 5'3", and that was unsuccessful. Needs to get a little closer, but they didn't have the numbers, so they figured shoot one towards the goal, get the shot on goal, and maybe it sneaks past the keeper for their second of the night. Gonzalez was able to stop that one. So ball on the other side of the field. We approach the 8-minute mark. 8 minutes gone in this early on in this first half. Aldine looking to keep that time of possession, which they've dominated so far. Now, time of possession is not everything, though it can be huge as they're onside. They're going to call them offside as she snuck past the defense a little too quick there, and that is unsuccessful. They got caught that time. It was Jocelyn Roman, the senior midfielder, and she was a little too quick on the draw. Goalkeeper Gonzalez comes all the way out of the box to boot this one down the field, and a great pass, and they potentially have something going here. Great ball towards the center, and it gets broken up from the defense of the Mustangs and quickly intercepted back the other way. Can the Generals do something with it? Not so far, and this one is getting knocked way back, and here comes Aldine back on the attack. Here they come. Slippery moves there, and she finally gets it stolen from, and now the General shot from well beyond 30 yards back is wide to the left. I don't know about that one. Maybe hold up for some teammates, but nonetheless, she shot that one, and we are going to wait for the kick. Approaching 10 minutes gone here in the first half. Not a good kick there. MacArthur controls it, trying to find something to get into the box. They still have possession so far. Here they come through, and it gets booted the other way, just trying to run it down. Look at the speed of the Mustangs. They are just out. I wouldn't say out hustling. And then Gonzalez makes the save. She hits it out, but that's going to be a corner kick because she's unable to secure the ball. So a mistake there from Gonzalez, and we'll see if it results in a point for the Mustangs. Beautiful fake there. She shoots. And that's a goal. That's a second goal through the back of the net for the Mustangs. They are putting it on. Give that one to Gonzalez, number 13. She scores the second goal, and it's 2-0. So that goal is good, and it's 2-0 just over 10 minutes in. Wow, there was a whistle on the field, and it was through the back of the net. They moved the ball quickly instead of taking the corner. They just passed it in, got right by the first defender, and then the goalkeeper, Gonzalez, was not ready for it, and they just snuck it right past. I mean, that was quicker than a cat and just knocked it through. MacArthur's defense was not set up and not in a good position, so they took advantage. An excellent job, and Aldine has come out on fire so far early in this first half, and still with 28 minutes plus some change, they have time to make some more. They have plenty of time to make more noise. Or will MacArthur, the Generals, potentially mount a comeback? But Aldine has definitely been a step ahead. Beautiful pass there, snaking it through to defense and not able to convert the second one to get inside the box to try to go for number 3. And it's going to go the other way and off the foot, not able to contain that one. It would have been an excellent opportunity, slipping past the defense and then potentially a shot on goal to come. MacArthur has not played poorly in this half, just a couple of small defensive lapses that have cost them a couple of goals. And we come back to goalkeeper Gonzalez let that one go off of her hands, and it cost them a point. I mean, it was that simple. Of that ball went off of her hands, and she just catches the ball. It's going the other way, and you just knock it away from the goal, at least for the time being, and it ended up costing them. They took a corner, passed it in, got easily past the first defender, and then smoked it through the back of the net. So approaching 13 minutes in, so we're starting to come up on the halfway mark of this first half, and it has come with fireworks if you are a Mustang fan. Not so much for the Generals, but still time for them. So plenty of time left in this matchup. Now the Generals will inbound as we're at the 13-minute mark. And our first substitution of the night is going to be 8 in for 21 for the Generals. So that's going to be Elena Delgado in and Jada Tuscana coming out. Generals coming the other way, and that's going to be through the back of the net and a goal for MacArthur. That shot goes through, and that is Pena, the captain, first goal, and MacArthur is on the scoreboard, and here they come with the vengeance. 26 and a half to go here in the first half. And it's 2-1. Pena knocks it through. She's the captain of this team. Aldine quickly the other way. They finally knock it away after whiffing on the first one. She nearly just continuing to force everything, and MacArthur is really just in not panic mode, but MacArthur has got to get that back line secured, or this could turn out to be more fireworks for the Mustangs here in the first half. That backline defense is not, their chemistry tonight is certainly off. We go with the inbound. Aldine gives it up to MacArthur. MacArthur just continues to go down the field. Oh, had a chance there, but not enough mustard on the pass. As back the other way, Aldine attempting to go towards that sideline. And now they have it. Nope, stolen back away. Aldine will continuing to put the pressure on MacArthur after allowing that goal a little less than 2 minutes ago, as they are pushing. And now back this end of the field. Not a bad idea, but she did not put nearly enough on that one towards the goal. Just kind of really felt like a last-ditched effort of, well, maybe I can slither it through, but that ball did not come close enough to the net, and a missed opportunity there for the Generals to tie this one up. Oh, and she slips on the field, man down. And boy, oh boy, that could have been a chance for the Generals. Could have been a chance for the Generals. A temporary stoppage in play to check on the injured player. Looked like she tweaked an ankle there, though she will stay in the game for now, and the whistle comes and we play on. So good news there. No real injury, just maybe a tweak of the knee or the ankle, and we play on. So Aldine in the box trying to make something happen, and a shot towards the goal, hoping for a deflection off the hands, and then maybe able to capitalize on that. Not successful that time, though. Maybe try that again, and it might work, as the other one, their second goal, went right off of Gonzalez's hands, and they capitalized after putting it through the back of the net less than a minute later. From about 50 yards out, here's the kick towards the box. Nice try on the back kick there. Though they are going to go the other way, and a deflected ball, but still to the intended target, and that one is a bit too far, and Aldine survives the attempt. Substitution coming in for Aldine as 14 replaces 22. So that's going to be Lisbeth Gonzalez in, and Sophia Lopez coming out of this match for the time being. So that is Gonzalez, the senior, in, and the sophomore is out. So substitutions happening on both sides as we get the whistle there. Too aggressive. And Aldine just takes it right away. No, they were a little too quick on the draw. The ball was not set, and they will re-kick. Just continuing to put the pressure on. Aldine just gets set quick, and they want to take advantage right away. Interesting tactics. Sometimes they work, sometimes they do not. But nonetheless, they try them. So we are approaching the halfway mark of the first half. Both teams have played well. A couple of defensive lapses have us at 3 goals so far. MacArthur, beautiful pass there, unable to come up with it. As they get it towards the box, let's see if they can make something happen here. They've got plenty of help if she needs it. She passes down towards what would be the bottom of your screen. An excellent deflection there from the defense. Trying to find somewhere to pass it. Shot on goal is easily saved. And we play on. So Leon with the save. Coming down back on this end of the field. So now MacArthur been playing on this end of the field since right around that 27, 28 minute mark of the first half. So for a good 8-9 minutes now, the ball has mostly been on this end of the field as we've gotten injury timeout for right now. She is down and seems to be okay. 2 players just going after the ball, getting tangled up as we will play on. And the pass down the field for Aldine. Goalkeeper coming out. Gonzalez sends it the other way. Some interesting, yet at the same time, risky moves to come that far out. One mistake can always cost you a goal. Though so far, the couple times she's done it, she has not whiffed. As if anyone has watched soccer for more than a couple matches, goalkeepers do occasionally whiff on a couple, and it happens from time to time, and then next thing you know, you end up on the not top plays, and you end up on the wrong side of one. So just an interesting development to watch as Gonzalez for MacArthur comes way out of the goal. Now, could be much to do about nothing if she goes ahead and saves everything, which she's done a nice job so far tonight, though. Just something to keep your eye on. 18 minutes left in the first half and counting. The free kick coming from Delgado. She boots it towards the box, trying to get it through. They have a wall back here. And MacArthur now retreating. Players getting tangled up over there. Substitution coming on for Aldine. 18 heads out, and 8 will come on. So that's going to be Herrera out and Martinez in. So Herrera out, Martinez in. Ball coming all the way to this end of the field, and we got an offside. A little too quick on the draw as Aldine has pushed that emblem all night long. Not to say that they're playing poorly or anything, but they're really testing the referees, seeing if they can get every inch of the field, and rightfully so. You know, one of these times they may say they're onside and they get a quick goal out of it. So just something interesting, that just their tactic. And so far they've had 2 goals, pushing and pushing, just never giving up on a play. They've had a relentless attack so far, and it's paying off, up by 1 goal here and the coming up on the later stages of the first half. Now right now MacArthur still controlling a lot of the what's turning out to be the later stages of this second half. They are desperately, after going down 2-0 and thinking, oh man, this could be a long night, they were able to strike one past with the Captain Pena at the 26:30 mark. That was a little over 10 minutes ago to, for the time, get them back in the match. 2 goals is not insurmountable, but it's definitely difficult in soccer. It's difficult enough to get 1. It's a bad pass there and an excellent save. Great job by Leon. And she knocks it past as Pena sent one from about 20 yards out. Not a bad shot, though. Definitely needed a little more oomph on it. And that's where we are. Still 2-1 Mustangs over the Generals. Under 14 and a half to go until we hit halftime. And here come the Generals off the deflection, trying to get anything. Oh, she slithers her way through, and that's through the back of the net, and we've got a tie ball game. Tie game as give the goal credit to, that is number 2, Valeria Andres, and we've got a tie game. Tie game. The Generals coming all the way back after surrendering the first 2 goals of the night. 13:58 to go. 13:58 to go. She knocks it past, and now both goalkeepers have given up 2 on the night. And boy, oh boy, this has turned into a thrilling first half. Quickly the other way, Aldine, can they get it past? And what a save from Gonzalez. She slides in, slow to get up, but man, her and Gonzalez on both sides, the forward for Aldine and Gonzalez, the goalkeeper for MacArthur, both collide, but both going for the ball. Definitely not a dirty play or anything, but both collide, and man, that could have turned out to be ugly on either side, but luckily no injuries or anything, just taking a minute to get things back going. Nonetheless, a nasty collision. So both teams set to go. Gonzalez ready to knock this away for MacArthur, and an excellent pass up the left sideline, and that's going to get knocked away, but an excellent idea. Just teammate Reles teammate Andrews, who just had the goal, not able to come up with it securely. Pena, who had the first goal of the night for the Generals. And here they come quickly the other way. Look at the burst of speed. She's taking out multiple defenders and sends that one just a hair to the right. An excellent idea from Emily, one of the other captains. Ariozola, one of the other captains of this team, co-captain. And we've got under 12 to go in the second half. As Aldine had a rhythm early in the first half, knocking the first two goals through 4 minutes in and 10 minutes in. Though since right around that 10, you can say 11-minute mark of this first half, it has been all Generals since then. So Aldine dominating the first 10 minutes, but the last almost 20 minutes now have gone the other way, so momentum has certainly shifted. And the Generals, who got off to a horrid start, have certainly bounced back. Ball way down on this other side of the field, so the Generals just trying to get out of harm's way for the time being. Though Aldine looking to change their fortunes as they had a outstanding start to this one. Generals get it out of trouble, and successfully, here they come. Now, if they can get a few more players downfield, they might have some numbers. As they send it towards, and that one gets knocked out. Andrews, who had the second goal, as that's going to be a foul on the Generals. And we've got under 10 to go. So 30 minutes gone, 10 minutes left of this outstanding first half. Both teams have certainly built momentum, but obviously at different times of the half, and nonetheless, they're trying to see if one or the other maybe can get one last goal in before we hit the halftime break, as she was out of bounds, as Karina, who scored the first goal of the night, she was... All right, ball awarded to Aldine. And excellent defense there. Here they come. Now back the other way. Let's see what the Generals have in store. They're going... Oh, knocked, deflected, shot. Goes... Oh, goalkeeper's got to stay. So now Leone got to stay in goal. She scoops that one up easy. Probably something you needed to get a bit closer. Pena tried to show off her leg and did not get nearly enough on it. She gets credit for the shot on goal, but not what they're looking for there. Shot from way out. Another rather easy save for Aldine there. In case you've missed this outstanding first half, Aldine is moving left to right on your screen, and MacArthur is moving from right to left. So something to keep an eye on. MacArthur in the red, Aldine in the white. As looking like some tired legs out there in the first half, as it has started to slow down about a hair or two. as both teams with 2 goals so far with 7 minutes and some change left in this half. MacArthur waiting for the free kick all the way on the right of your screen. Here it comes, sailing towards the box. That one goes off of MacArthur. Wow, interesting call there. Nonetheless, Aldine will get it back. All right, ball all the way to the other side of the field. Nope. They're going to call her for an offside. Another attempt for Aldine. Quick on the draw, though. They're just getting a little quick there, attempting to just jump the gun. And unfortunately for them, they have been unsuccessful at that attempt. Occasionally, the referees miss one of those, though they've been spot on so far tonight, giving them their credit on those. Really watching Aldine, who is forcing the emblem and eventually going to have to potentially make a tough decision. Looks like a good call, though, there on that one. So 5 minutes left, approaching halftime. Can either side, the Generals in red or the Mustangs in white, put one last goal through the back of the net before we hit the break? That one knocked away. Ball towards the midfield. Not a good pass there from the Generals. They get it back, though. As both teams have played extremely physical, though. Definitely one to watch and something to keep your eye on. Though, I mean, both teams have obviously played well and physical, not in Generals looking to send this one down. Oh, she just slips on that one. So the attack unsuccessful. Ball sent all the way down, and they're just going to kick it out of harm's way for the time being. 3.5 quickly, as the first half is coming to an end. Late substitutions on for both sides. Some fresh legs substituting in and out. So both sides looking for a bit of a spark to end the half. Definitely onside this time. Here they come on the attack. Aldine forced to slow it down, knocked away. Ball sent past the goalkeeper, but that one is going to roll too far and out of the reach as we've got 2 minutes to go here in the half. Trying to gain the advantage. MacArthur sent that ball in. And here they come. General's pass is too far. As both teams really forcing it, looking for that late goal. And here they come, the other end of the field, a collision down between Gonzalez, and we've got a person down on the field. They came quickly this other way. We're going to take an injury timeout with about a half minute. Nope, she pops right back up, so potentially taking an injury timeout with about a half minute to go here in the first half. So something to keep an eye on there. Seems to be okay, but, man, that collision could have really knocked one of these ladies out of the match. And that's going to do it for the first half. 2-2 here for the first half. That is going to do it. MacArthur and Aldine will be back for second half action right after this halftime break. All right, after that offensive explosion of a first half, we're here back with you live with Vype Media. The Mustangs to the Generals to Generals looking for their 6th win of the year, while the Mustangs looking for their 7th. The offensive explosion, both teams scoring 2 goals, and also both teams scored their goals consecutively as the Mustangs took a early 2-0 lead, while the Generals come storming back at the 26-minute mark in the roughly 14-minute mark of the half. They come storming back to tie it up, and then the final 13:57 of the first half went scoreless, and that's where we bring you this second half all knotted up. The Mustangs, Aldine Mustangs, are in white. They are moving right to left in this second half, and the Generals, who are in red, are moving left to right on your screen. Generals looking to score on the goal on the right-hand side of your screen for those unfamiliar or confused, and Aldine looking to score on the left side of your screen towards that goal. So that's where we take you here in the second half, a bit over a minute in. The Generals a little bit more aggressive so far, and obviously they have scored the last 2 goals of this game where we currently sit, attempting to make it 3, while Aldine is trying to get back on the scoreboard themselves, rightfully so. It could be one of those that we have a quiet second half and nobody scores, or it could be the next goal to score wins. It's been quiet for a wee bit now, so we will see what happens here in the second half as we've got a corner kick. Mustangs, that ball sails away from the goal, as MacArthur will take it, and they successfully get it out of the box, trying to get it going back the other way, getting it up the field a bit, and they will, for the time being, keep it out of harm's way. Mustangs looking to move through it. Nope. Not going to happen that time. They have it right now. Here come the Generals. Looking for the Aldine has been really a master of the long ball, while the Generals are playing the short game with a lot of more precision passes in an attempt to just go for those short gains as they get down the field, while Aldine with a couple of long shots in the first half, and that's how they were able to score both of their goals. Kicked it, just right past the defense and able to just really to run it down, and that's how they were able to score, really just catching the Generals napping. And since those first 10 minutes where they got the first 2 goals, the Generals have really taken over this game. Ball inside the box, trying to go as she had nowhere to pass it, forced it in the middle of play, and nothing going, as the Generals miss a golden opportunity there to make something happen. Generals have possession. Coming up on 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Still knotted at 2. Oh, she was past her defender, though they were not able to get that one to go. As both goalkeepers in the first half back here for the second half, so no change in the net on either side. As here MacArthur, an excellent move there. Tried to get it past, but it was deflected. Here's that burst of speed they were looking for. Oh, the ball comes through and right into the legs and through the back of the net. Wow, that backfired. And there they go. That is her second goal of the game. That is going to be Valeria Andres, her second goal. And that is going to come at the 34-minute mark of the second half. That is 3 unanswered goals now for the Generals. Man, that is a heartbreaker for Aldine. They cannot come up with anything. And they've been searching for answers since early on in the first half. The Generals have really taken control of this one, forcing it and coming up successfully with a lot, making a ton less mistakes, and they're just playing a much better game. The Generals have, they're passing everything. There's still a ton of time, over 30 minutes to go in this one, though. If the Generals continue to do what they've been doing since the first 10 minutes of that first half, they might be able to keep the pedal to the metal and take this one home for their 6th victory of the season. Pass down the field, no one home. So Aldine just looking, and there's a mistake. Can the Generals capitalize? Not that time. That ball slithered past, and not a good kick from the keeper. She whiffed on that one, though Aldine will control and at least get it away from the box for now. And back on the attack, the strikers for the Generals have been commanding this game for a while now. Substitution on for both sides. Excellent header there for MacArthur. Pass. Oh, they could not sneak that one by the defense. 2-on-1 there, and unable to come up with it. MacArthur, just 30 minutes left in this one. All they need to do is protect a 1-goal lead, though they're looking for more. Through the box, no, deflected. Still an opportunity here at their grasp as they will give the penalty there. So still alive on this end of the field. All right, we're set, and 10 minutes officially gone by in the second half. Pena shot off the hands and through. That is through, and another goal for MacArthur. They knock a fourth consecutive ball through the back of the net. This one, Fonseca with the goal this time. Number 4, she takes the goal through, and boy, oh boy, 29:50 left in this game. We've got an injured player down. We'll take an injury timeout and be right back. new goalkeeper into the game after the injury timeout. Jacqueline Garcia, senior goalkeeper number 25, enters the game for Aldine. So new goalkeeper as we had a momentary stop in play, and we are back underway as Aldine, a new goalkeeper, as they have allowed 4 consecutive goals here since the early stages of the first half. Things, unfortunately for the Mustangs, have gone from an outstanding start, 2 goals in 10 minutes, to, well, a disaster the rest of the way. The good news is there's a little less than 30 minutes to go in this one, and the same way MacArthur has really dominated since those first 10 minutes, you never know. Aldine could do the same the rest of the way and potentially tie this one up. So that is where we are with 28 and a half minutes to go left here in the second half. Generals 4, Mustangs 2. Thank you for joining us. In case you're just joining us, that was your recap of the game, and that's where we stand here in this second half. Aldine in the white, Mustangs in the red. Ball all the way down. Excellent save for the time being, though the Mustangs run it down. And that's going to be a play on. They let it. Nope. They will give the ball to Aldine. So a small confusion there of where they were going with that. They let it play on, and then ball out on MacArthur. So pass. Here she goes, taking a 3-on-1, and a nice save for the time being from the defense, able to slither it out of bounds, though MacArthur is on the attack and in a hurry. Aldine able to knock it away and boot it all the way down the field. MacArthur really going for that 5th goal and could be 5th straight. Oh, ball hits off of the post after getting past Garcia, her first attempt at a save, and she most certainly got saved by the post. Ball went right through her arms, got past, hit the post, and then she was able to dive on it. Man, that could have really been the nail in the coffin on the night with 25 minutes plus a few ticks on the clock. And that could have summed up the night for the Mustangs. Not their night so far. Still time left. I want to emphasize that, though, since the early stages, the ball has not rolled the way Aldine has hoped. The ball gets knocked away, and we're going to have a corner kick for the Mustangs. If they can potentially capitalize on a corner here, would be a huge shot in the arm and just what they need to get back into this game. Ball still in the box, now quickly knocked away. MacArthur coming the other way. 3 defenders to beat. They try to send it down the field, bounces around, and they'll come up with it a few yards back. Sending it this way. Oh, and they get it past, onside and everything. Here comes the attack. No, unable to do anything with it. As probably could have used an extra pass on both of those what were shot attempts, easily knocked away by the back line of the Mustangs. Oh, some miscommunication there as both sides, as we are going to get a substitution. Nope, not yet. They let them play on, though it seemed both teams were ready for substitutions. MacArthur now way down on this end, looking to make things happen, not there on that one. Excellent pass. Still looking to make things happen. Can they make it 5 straight goals? 5 unanswered. Here's a shot on goal through the back of the net. Goal! Another one for MacArthur. Count it. That is 5 unanswered. Give credit on this one to Marilyn Lopez. She scores the 5th goal unanswered. Man, what a night it has turned out to be, as for MacArthur, that is going to be Castro replaces Fonseca. So Lopez joins the goal scoring, as that is now the 4th player for MacArthur who has scored in this one. Andres has scored twice. Fonseca scored. The captain, Pena, scored the first goal, and now Lopez. So that is 4 ladies doing an excellent job putting the ball through the back of the net, have scored now tonight. Still 22 minutes left in this one as Aldine, after the hot start, things have gone from an extremely hot start to, well, going from great to bad to worse. And they have just had the life sucked out of them. They played extremely tough all night long to not take anything away from them, though the ball has not bounced their way since scoring that second goal right at the 10-minute mark of the first half. There was still 30 minutes left, and since then, with 21 minutes left in this game, it has been all, and I mean all, the rest of the way. They scored the equalizer and now added on 3 straight, or 3 more on top of that, and MacArthur has jumped to a 3-goal lead, and that is likely going to be insurmountable. Though there are still 21 minutes left in this one, so anything could happen, though MacArthur, since those early minutes, has been a step ahead in every way, shape, form, or fashion, and it is shown on the field. Though an excellent game from both sides, so we have seen offensive fireworks, 7 goals here tonight, and potentially counting. We will see what the final 20 and a half minutes has in store for us. Aldine just trying to find anything positive, potentially for the rest of the night to mount a comeback or to take in to their next match coming up. Though they seem to just have the life sucked out of the stadium and of their hearts in this one, having all the momentum up 2 goals, which is difficult just in general to go up 2 goals in the beginning and then nothing since then, and it has been all generals. So as now we sit at 19 minutes to go here in this one. MacArthur starting to begin to take their time with this, taking a few extra seconds to inbound, and really the rest of the night is just making sure you don't make any pivotal mistakes. Obviously, they're going to remain aggressive, as we've seen from both sides here in this match, though really MacArthur can just kind of pass it around and take this one, as they are likely going to be coming up with their 6th victory of the year to even up their record at 6-6. Ball going downfield. Aldine will run it down, as they had success in the first half, though that shot is well wide, as that was Lemus who got the scoring started 4 minutes in to the first half. She was wide on that one. Not enough on it to get a little dip into that shot to slip it past the goalkeeper. And that's kind of how the night has gone the rest of the way for the Mustangs. As time is winding down on their night in this one, ball is off, and it will be awarded to the Mustangs, who are looking for any signs of life to what could be getting them back into this game, or just the final 17 minutes of the game. Never know. A lot can still happen, though. That is why we continue to bring this with Vype Media. And thank you all for joining us, obviously, as we're bringing you this match from Thorn Stadium. As a bit too far, an easy scoop off the ground there. Pena, the captain, taking this one down the field. That gets knocked away to stop the attack momentarily, though. Oh, and now Aldine takes it back, and just a lob of a pass on the inbound. Well, it worked for now, and that ball is going to go well out. Both teams just trying to find anything as they seem to almost be reading one another's minds, telegraphing some passes here in the last 5 to 8 minutes since that last goal at the 23-minute, just over the 23-minute mark here left in this contest, as it's really been a lot of balls staying towards the MacArthur side of the field, but not getting real deep in the box. And both teams just making just aggressive play, and neither one really gaining any sort of advantage at all. So $14:20 to go. So the 14-minute mark is fast approaching. Both teams have certainly fought hard all night in this one, though MacArthur has been a bit more successful as Aldine with the chance. Shot is going to be a bit high. That ball sails over the net. Excellent attempt from Gonzalez, who had the second goal of the night for Aldine, as that one sailed well over the goal. As, like we said, a great attempt, though that one was not going to have nearly enough on it. Or it had too much on it, I may say. So 13 minutes left in this one. Aldine just really trying to put a third goal on the board, as MacArthur had a number down on the other end, and she touches that one out of bounds, and we will take it back the other way. Trying to find somebody to inbound to. As here's the inbound. There's a bad pass there. It bounces the way of Aldine. I believe MacArthur touched that. Yes, and we will get a corner awarded to Aldine. So can they capitalize as they attempt to try to claw their way back in to this ball game? As that one is going to be saved. She could not get it as that ball went through her hands, and she saved it, and then ball gets kicked out, and another effort inside the box for Aldine comes up empty, unfortunately for them, as they have 11 minutes left to make some noise and trying to come back from this 3-goal deficit. And here comes MacArthur storming down at the other end. They are just using their speed, as Aldine seemed to be blown by MacArthur early in the game, though the tides quickly turned after getting beat on a couple of passes that just got by the defense. And since then, it has been all MacArthur at there. They figured out if they get back quicker on the defensive side, they have shut down. They have really shut down those long passes, which were kicking them in the rear end. I mean, they were surprising them, and that's how Aldine was able to score. Since then, they played it a lot safer and just really kept the ball mostly on this other side of the field, gotten it through the defense and in the hands of their attackers and their strikers. And, well, it has made a world of difference, obviously, because if you have the ball on the other end of the field, well, the opposing team can't score. So we've got less than 10 minutes left of action here in this one. In case you're joining us late, Generals 5, Mustangs 2. Mustangs had an early 2-0 lead. And since then, it has been all Generals as, yes, I'm sure you heard they have a 5-2 lead. And, well, yes, they have scored 5 unanswered goals. Excellent pass there. Can Aldine end the scoring drought? Excellent save from Gonzalez. She has been on fire since those opening unfortunate goals that were allowed, and this one is going to hit the top of the crossbar, though she was offsides. Another heartbreaker for Aldine is they've had a rough night already, and then unable to convert. It's not a guaranteed goal, but really an opportunity gift wrapped it for them, and not able to make some noise with it. That's been the theme of the night since those 2 early goals. They've gotten a decent amount of shots on goal. Oh, and another opportunity. They cannot come up with it. Wow. She just had to knock it past the keeper, who whiffed on the save. The ball hit off of her hands attempting to catch it, and that's what happened. She essentially whiffed on the save trying to catch it, and nothing going there. Another unfortunate error as they were unable to capitalize, just continuing their woes on the night. Here comes MacArthur down on this end of the field. Shot is knocked away and saved for the time being, though a corner kick coming up for the Generals, as Garcia has allowed 1 goal so far here in the second half, though she had a chance to just catch that cleanly and decided to just knock it out and give the Generals a corner. That's one of those. There wasn't too much. There was nobody else directly in the box. I would have gone for the clean catch there. She decided otherwise. Corner unsuccessful there. Let's see if we can get the reverse here and the counterattack. The attempted counterattack, nobody home, and there they go. So a counterattack, nobody home. Generals will reset in no hurry to move this one as 6 minutes remain in the contest. So under the 6 minute mark, we come. Scoring chance here for Aldine, deep into the box, and they knock it away. And that is going to be a goalkeeper kick. As she sails this one out about 20 yards away. Not an ideal kick there. Nonetheless, that's what was gone through. So under the 5-minute mark now and counting. That is likely going to wrap this one up unless we get 3 goals in under 5 minutes. The Generals are going to take this one home. So the Generals will come up with their 6th win of the year, improving their record to and evening it up 6-6, while the Mustangs drop to 6-1-8 on the season. So both teams fought hard. It was an excellent game played on both sides. 7 goals. Yes, count them. 7. You can count those on your fingers. 7 goals in this one is under 4 minutes now. As if you were looking for goal scoring tonight, this was the place to be or the game to watch on our stream here with Vype Media. And we thank you all for joining us. So as the final seconds wind down, substitution being made. All right, so as mentioned, thank you for joining us here with Vype Media. Clark, Justice, and Les been here with you all night, winding down the final 2 minutes, potentially the final scoring chance of the night. Aldine hits it, and another save from Gonzalez. She has been all over the box tonight. She just falls on it. A little dramatic there, but nonetheless. And that is where we will take you as the clock will wind a couple more minutes and we will call it a night. But in all sincerity, thank you for joining us. We love bringing you this action, and it was an offensive explosion. Started out for Aldine, and then since then, MacArthur has certainly taken over and dominated ever since. They dominated the final 70 minutes of this game, taking control of the field and continuing to push the ball up the field after getting beat a couple times on their back line, and it made the world of difference. The defense went into lockdown mode, and then the offense, after getting that first goal, settling the nerves in the 26 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half, they just went and kept it going from there, able to find their rhythm, and it made a world of difference, obviously. So Aldine, last chance here. They will award them the ball, as this is likely going to be the last-ditched effort in an attempt to get their third and what will be final goal of the night, if they are able to send it through the back of the net. As there it is, the final buzzer, and that will be it. Generals 5, Mustangs 2, and we will say goodnight from Thorne Stadium. Clark, Les, and Justice here with you the whole way. Thank you for joining us here with Vype Media, and we thank you for joining us, and good night. We will see you all next time.